Hey everybody, I just want to take some time and share a success story of a student who I've been working with for the past 8 weeks to help him pass his civil FE exam. And I was so excited when he texted me that he passed. Now, his name is Daniel and he has taken the exam 5 times. And I'm so proud of his hard work, dedication, and his hunger to keep going. I wanted to interview him and get some takeaways from some of the things that he did in order to ensure that he passed his exam. I hope for anyone who has failed their exam once, twice, 5, or even 10 times, I hope that this video is encouragement to you to keep going. And I hope that you will look around, look down in the description box below, and feel free to check out the resources that are available to you. I also would like to open up the door to anyone who is looking to get one-on-one help to help them pass their civil FE exam. If you decide to work with me, I will hop on calls with you. I will fight with you to make sure that you pass your civil FE exam. So I hope you all will enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. And as we've been working together, for the past couple of weeks, the news from last week came that you had passed. And that was so exciting for me to hear. So now what I want to do is kind of get your background, learn a little bit about, your story, and, what motivated you to kind of push through, taking the test. So first, can you just start, I guess, by going through, where you went to school at?
I studied at University of Alabama at Birmingham, and I would be very sincere to study engineering. There are discouragements, even from the school itself. They think you can't make it, but I'm driven by only one thing in my mind. When I decide to do something, there's no look back. Even if I slip, I stand quick and keep on moving. And that's what drove me all the way from 2019. No, sorry, 2009. I had a
So
few, from 2009 until I graduated 2000. I should have graduated 2015, but I did realize there was one class I had not done, so I couldn't graduate until April of 2015. That's my
awesome.
journey now in the University of Alabama at Birmingham.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So going from 20, you said 2015.
Yeah, that's when I graduated.
Yeah,
And from 2015, I didn't do my FE when I was in school. So my first attempt was 2017.
that's 2 years out.
Yes, when I did 2017, I think I got a 47 aggregate. I felt like I didn't study enough. So the next year, I decided to do it again, 2018.
Mm-hmm.
One, I went down and I came to 40. That was my worst year. That one
Gotcha.
put me off completely for a full year, so I didn't do 2019. Once 20 somewhere July, I tried again. Now that's the third time. I got a 54.
Okay, so that's
That was my,
improvement.
yeah, it's an improvement, but it's still it was not close to passing, and my goal was to get 70 minimum. So for about 6 months, 2020, my mind started spinning. Why? What? Why? That one spinned me because I was saying, do I quit? or I continue. And I can say this one is like a tune in my mind: never quit, never surrender. And from there, I started looking, how do I get in? How do I get in? I started exploring all avenues, looking over the web, looking
Mm-hmm.
over the YouTube, just even Google and all other peculiar sites to see whether there's some way. I even joined some members. They told me do this, but and testing. I did testing with so many. In some of those times I dealt with PPI. It's called PPI or whatever they call it, PPI.
And that's what I was
And
going
I,
to ask you. What were some of the different resources that you use? So PPI was one of them. What were some of the other test resources that you used that didn't necessarily they contributed,
yeah,
but
I
they
used
didn't
the
necessarily help?
PPI I think twice.
Okay.
The first one I didn't use anybody. I just used the books from college and just my friends. But the two consecutive ones, although I skipped a year, just I used PPI
Was
and
that
I didn't.
helpful for you? Like at
No, it
all?
didn't. Well, it didn't work out, and so many people had referred me to that. Twice when I did it, I asked myself, what do I do now? I need move. I need succeed. The workplace is turning out to be like another small hell, demeaning.
Talk about that, like the feelings that you perceived as you were, weren't didn't have that FE behind your name.
Well, the greatest challenge was coming to this junior tech, and because they know I've graduated from university, and others who are joining them from the university, they come as an engineer. So they ask me when am I going to get my FE every now and then. Then my bosses, who are OP, that is professional engineer, they're asking you, Daniel, when you gonna get it?
Mm-hmm.
And every time you try to challenge whatever they say, no, this is the decision of a professional engineer. And it's painful. So the minute you are demeaned in front of those small, those texts, you feel sorry. Sometimes you say, oh no. And that one I endured from 2017. I remember one telling me, what am I waiting for? Been here for more than 5 years and I have not done it. You think you can make it? Don't challenge me like that. That's what the meaning.
Yeah.
That's
I hate you had to
it's,
deal with that too.
well, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm very proud, and people are also proud of me. The minute you do good, those people who have been doing, they fear you instead of you fearing them. I promise you, when I meet people
Yeah.
here, they don't want to see me because no, they see I'm higher, they are lower. And they were seeing me, they are high school. That's why they were challenging me. They are high school. We're probably in the same grade. And me, I went to college, graduated, and I can beat that electoral test they call FE to get where I got probably 2 weeks ago because that's when 25, yeah, 2 weeks ago was not easy. It was a challenge whereby my biggest problem was time.
Huh.
Time. Even if I practiced with any other, practicing with whatever, I could still not beat time. Beat time, I'm trying to say I had to manage myself that I finish the questions being asked or the ones I'm doing and be able to have time to go back and look at what I have probably skipped or marked, though I have to put an answer there to mark an answer. And that's what I didn't have. And
So like on the first, let's just say that the test before this one, would you say you ran out of time, or were you rushed for time, or?
no, what I was doing is the greatest problem I have is that when I'm doing the test, I sometimes spend so many minutes, maybe almost 10, one question, thinking that I know it. And even when I do, I don't get the answer that is just listed. So that kept me or held me that, and it was not one. The first one I finished, although I didn't pass, but all the other three, forget about this one, I passed all the other three because I did four, then plus this one, five. I was out of time. I'm in number 85 and it says 15 minutes. From there, the mind spins.
Yep.
Even the 15 minutes you don't know, and you are number 90. So you start marking a number. 25 questions, if you have not done, no matter what you do, you cannot pass. And I would say, well, I had tried because I would get 50s, but I was trying now. From there, I said, I have to find a way. And I used the one beat time. And I told you, I spent some time looking over the internet. And I think I told you when I found you that my biggest problem is time. You took me
Yes.
through. You took me through. In the beginning, my mind was no, yes, no, yes. Just probably a month or so, I said, what you're saying is right. The first thing I would still take more than 3 minutes. But you told me, and we did when we were doing some several questions, that if you just hang on one there, you will still hang there and you don't get the other one.
Yep.
Leave that alone, move. And the minute my mind set on that method, it's the same method that I used. And I remember that your parting one before the exam. You have done all what is supposed to be done. And I'm sure you're ready. And I told you, Amen.
Yes.
So,
So I don't want to, take up too much of your time, Daniel, but let's
no, no,
for
no, no.
for
I can
for
give you another 1 hour. Let me tell you stuff. I
for for
agree.
for
Go ahead.
the people who are on the fence, because some people, they don't even know that I work with people one on one to help them, pass the FE. And so for those people, they may be, on the fence. Could you walk us through our, like, how we started from week one up until which normally is a 12-week program, but you did it in 8 weeks. So there were some things that you were able to do outside of us meeting that allowed for you to pass. So could you walk through some of the, like, material that I gave you and some of the things that you did on your own? Like, what was your study schedule like?
I had ashamed you. I used to wake up at 5 and I didn't get back to sleep until 11. And 2 hours after doing the study practice, 3 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours, 2 hours. It's only the sleep time I had 4 hours. The rest was just practice, 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 practice.
Yep.
This is what will take you through. And when you are through, that's when you remember, whew, it was hard. Didn't come easy. Yeah. It was tight because I work and I leave work at about 5:30. I have to drive for about 30 to 40 minutes, and if there's traffic backup, I check my phone. I check everything. My car has everything, and you indicate which route to take. So to catch up, first and foremost is after looking at your program, what we need to do, everything. I moved ahead of it. I had to create a time for no matter what. I don't have to say I've been delayed at work or anything. I'm so tired. That thing I removed from my mind. Tired. I'll do it tomorrow. There was no tomorrow. I had to do it that particular day. Because the
Mm-hmm.
minute you start thinking about tomorrow, that is procrastinating, you never do it. So when I made a decision that I have to pass. And you told me we are going to make it. I told my mind, yes, the journey has started. There's no looking back. There's no, the other mind I set up is that no criticizing what I'm doing, because the minute I start fighting, whoever or the journey I'm following, I'm not going to go nowhere because I will be left in the between. So I chose to follow, do exactly that, but I had also to do more. And whatever programs or classes you gave me, I went far and beyond. I just did not stick to that. And that's the only time, the minute you push your mind, it you start accommodating, the more difficult. Because the minute you just only stick to probably 10 questions, remember those 10 questions is not what you come there. So you have to have diversity. Change there, change there, check different ones. Yeah. They are different. If you give me from Mike Gregg, I look whether there's something like that from another professor if I can access it, either on YouTube, on
Mm-hmm.
internet. I'll hit there, hit there, hit there, hit there, hit there. And I even type on Google. Sometimes they say me pay, but if I see anything, definitely I'll use to get in touch with you and tell you they couldn't let me get in there. They're just telling you pay. But that's just those are some of the challenges that you face, and facing those strengthens you because when you have a will, there's a way, however difficult it is. And following your programs, and me doing more than that, because apart from that, I have three different books I was also testing on. I had the FE from Rashad Islam. I had another one from Giram. Let's see. I had another one from Giram S. Ugesa. And
You
I
can
also,
show it in the if you want to show it in the
yeah,
camera.
you see this one here?
Yep.
Giram Ugesa. I think you know this one too. That is a film by Rashid Islam. Sorry, let me see whether I can hold it there. Rashid Islam.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had also two FE review questions, two menus. Those ones are studied. So I went through that. Apart from that, I would mind, actually, I would go to different people who are on their online and I say, can I buy this one? So the minute I made the decision I've got to pass, even when doing what you had provided me, I had to go above that and say, this is one. I may only get 10 related to that, but I need to explore different avenues. And you remember one time I gave you a question, I say, "Ooh, this one is hard." And it required about 10 minutes. He told me, don't put that one too much in your head. Because it may not even be there, but even if you just don't waste your time, just look at it. If you can, just make another move. Do the ones you can do, and those are the ones that, and exactly what you told me to do, I did it. Actually, even when I was leaving there, the lady who was on the computer looked at me and smiled, and I say, what's the matter? And they say, fine. They tell you anything now? They sent it. The company, it's this Paview. See, they sent it. Even the manager, because there are others, but there's the manager. The manager also looked at me and smiled. I said, what is that they know? I don't know. And even when walking back, I felt more stronger, not like previous, whereby I'm walking, feeling like I'm running away from somebody. That time,
Good.
slowly, slowly, slowly. And even when I'm home, I'm feeling my mind was saying, a current clean, a current clean, a current clean. But I didn't want to pronounce myself until I got it.
You got it. Yeah. So that's what we talked about, Daniel. I said by the time we get done, you should
Yeah.
feel coming out of that test like you are confident and you knew what was on the exam. Like it was to a
I
to a
promise.
to an extent easy.
Well, it was tricky. That's the first thing.
Yep.
And I think if those people who are doubting you, they need to listen to you, follow the procedure. And out of that, they still have to put some effort on themselves because success is not one man's journey. It must start with you, a little help, and you get where you're going because were it not for you to convince me, I need to do this style, I would still be complaining to myself and I would be feeling pain. But now in my heart,
Yep.
a smile. Yeah,
Yes.
so I would say you have a perfect schedule, you have a perfect way of inputting the details. And I would request to those who are still wondering whether you are the right person, I would tell them, please, James is the way. And being the way, success is on your way. And do not doubt him.
I
That's
appreciate I
the
appreciate that, Daniel. We have, it's been an awesome journey between me and you. And I think it hasn't always been, the thing that I love about it most is it hasn't always been Daniel, you're doing a great job. Daniel, you're acing every quiz. Daniel, you're doing everything right. I think the part that I enjoyed about this journey was that I challenged you, or at least I tried to challenge you on some of the things that I saw that I wanted you to improve on. And I want you maybe to touch a little bit on because there was I think one or two things. One, I think I hounded you on simple mistakes, and I hounded you on being able to do unit conversions. These were things that you already knew how to do. I just wanted to hound you if I saw that you missed a problem or problems that I saw you could get correct, you did not get correct. So I want to talk about that and how uh, maybe I wasn't the maybe nicest, but we got the job done.
um, what I want to say is that the journey for the journey to be successful, it's not going to be smooth. There'll be challenges, and those are challenges that you have to adhere to. You'll be pained, but if you stick on, adhere to the rules, obey, and try the best. That is practice, practice, practice. If
Yep.
somebody is trying to lead you to reach somewhere to be successful, out of where you are used and you don't succeed, even if he tells you step on this hot metal, and he knows you are not going to be burnt, you better step on it. Even if you go to a gym, it's not going to be a walk in the park. You are going to be pained. It pains everywhere. It's the same thing to succeed. Just like I would say, you'd tell me, Daniel, you need to know where to go look for these unit conversions. You need to know how to convert that quickly, and it should be in your mind. It's not that you have to waste your time going there. You need to know how to convert gallons to foot cubed and that and back and forth. That's something you challenge me on and not waste the time. Again, on that, you also challenged me that I took too much time on this. That's why this and this. I didn't do good. That's a challenge you must take. It may pain you in the beginning, but if you take it with um, without the bad feeling, because whoever is trying to get you through this difficult situation, he has to challenge you. And if you don't take that challenge strongly enough, if you take it rightly, you're going to blame him. And the blame belongs to you. It lies in you who don't want to take the challenge. I went through him. He challenged me not one time, not two times. How I wasted time, how I looked at the long pages of the FE manual. And that's another one because the question, they may be similar, but they are using different terms. Those matters a lot because where that term is used, it may be somewhere, but if you don't look at the proper one, you spend a lot of time trying to reconvert to this or trying to get those are challenges that you listen to your leader or to whoever is guiding you through these difficult situations. Particularly James here will tell you why do you didn't do this, why you used this one instead of this. That challenged me and made me to start looking through everything I'm doing, like all those books I've mentioned here. Anyone I got there, I need to know it's only going to come over here, it's going to come over here.
It's been an awesome journey, Daniel. Working with you, I was working for eight weeks or so, seeing you, so frustrated, and now having passed your FE is just like unbelievable. So now that you've done that, Daniel, that's behind you now, right? Now you can
Yeah.
walk up with your shoulders high. What are your plans to come? Are will this come with more money? Like what's the next steps?
Actually, I'll be earning minimum 500 above the pay every month I have been paying. And if I do the P, I'll be earning more than $1,000 more. So probably in a month, in 2 months' time, that's when I'll get upgraded from just being an ordinary tech to a civil engineer. That is, I am waiting because I've already presented all of my information. Yeah, amen. To the Alabama registration board. They have received everything. They have. Yeah, so I checked on the website and I said that they are reviewing now. The only thing is from the university, that one, it doesn't mark green. It says they are reviewing, and I don't know what the work. So that's the only two things left that I see them, and I hope they can get it to do next week. I don't know how long it takes, but I'm not afraid how long it takes because that one is coming, negotiable. So to those who are on the journey, it's a challenge, but if you take it serious, don't stay on the side. Get your feet in the water, even if it becomes a little deep. Strengthen yourself, and you'll be on the other side. And when you cross that thing you are fearing to step in, you enjoy it. I promise you, if I hesitated, you spend, let me tell you, you spend a little bit, but you get a little, probably three times more than what you spend. And to those who are seated, my journey is that, and they're encouraging me now to take the next level just to quickly, because I have the experience. Three of them have offered right to me, and I put their names forward so that I can do it and start working immediately, not wait for 4 years. So when you get the FE, you have opened all doors, and it starts flowing in your pocket. Yeah, even if I have not started, I can feel it. when you're successful, when you fast pass this thing, even your body feels relaxed. Everybody appreciates you, even that those PEs who have been calling you names, they look at you face to face before they were just saying, "Who's that one?" It's a graduate, but who? So take it and don't hesitate. And if there's some challenges, don't you just say, "I'm going to do it," and you know you have weaknesses. James is there to help you. Those challenges he has gone through, he knows where to straighten you up, where you need to. And when he says to do NBC, do that. And if you get a challenge even through there, just go back to James. Tell him, "James, this is what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm getting lost." Just James, he will straighten you up. So to me, I'll be very sincere to say the journey must start from you. And I mean, you, the one who want to succeed, you must be prepared to go through that difficult journey. It's not easy, but it's doable. And it must have some sacrifice. You must sacrifice some of your good times. Like me, I used to come the days I had to run to the gym very quickly, 30 minutes, then come because they are, like now I take 2 hours in the gym. I couldn't that time. So that's why I'm saying it's not easy, but you have to sacrifice some of your times whereby, and never say tomorrow. Do not wait. Waiting for tomorrow, it will never come and you never make it. Through the times I went through those difficult times, I think I was assuming when I do it next time I'll pass. That's what was in my mind. But they reached a point whereby I said, no, there's something funny about this one I did. And didn't have those long sentences. Now, maybe, yes, I didn't have those long sentences whereby you find like it has three, no, 4 or 5 lines. Now, majority of them, these ones which usually have five or so, had the maximum 3 lines. Yes.
Yeah.
Again, the ones whereby you calculate and feel, it had a lot. So be prepared. There's no answer, you feel those. But those questions were straightforward. So I ask you, get on with James, do it, and follow what he says, and you'll not regret. You'll get back like me. When I got the results, you are the first person I talked to. I not even talk. I looked at it and I said, I told you I'll get a green. Also, I'm very happy for your good work. You made me proud, man. You made me walk shoulder high, looking everybody like I've been with them for 6 good years, and now I could see them. Actually, I could even see their heart, what they're thinking about me. Before they were looking at me down, now they're fearing me, and I was fearing. It is. No, it is.
It's the truth.
When
Yeah.
you feel full, I mean, when your mind uh, feels confident, you see things differently than when you are before because of, and I can bear testimony today. I won, and I
Yes.
great. So don't doubt James. Follow his rules. Practice. And when you come out of that, you'll be feeling like me. I'm so relieved. Every day I walk with my shoulders high.
I appreciate, Daniel, you for your time. This has been awesome, and I know this is going to help, other people who are in the same situation. You're now a success story. You are now certified, licensed, and
A little
now,
one, no,
yes, this is, this is the first step. So
yeah.
it's exciting, and I'm wishing you the best. I know that you have so much more in you, and now I'm so excited that you'll be going and getting your PE and moving to even bigger things. So you've been exceptional to work with. Couldn't have asked for a better, hardworking student. And it takes a lot of humility for you to, acknowledge and see that, hey, maybe there's something that I need some help with. Maybe there's some people who can assist me, and then for you to take ownership and go ahead and get the job done. You got on the call and said, I have to get a green. And as soon as you took, once you said those words, I believed you. And I didn't want to hear, I didn't want you coming back saying, James, I failed again. Uh that's not what I wanted. So for you to win, it helps me win, but now you can be a success story and inspire somebody else. So that's really what it's all about. And like I said, I'm excited, and I appreciate you for taking the time to talk with me today.